Good evening. I am Mr. Bravo, reporting for the Global Affairs tonight, bringing you the most critical geopolitical developments shaping our world today. Let's dive into the top stories. President Trump initiates major Pentagon shakeup. In an unprecedented move, President Donald Trump has dismissed General Charles Q. Brown Jr., the chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, making the significant shift in U.S. military leadership. General Brown, only the second African American to hold this esteemed position, had been replaced by retired Lieutenant General Dane Razin Kane. General Kane, known for his assertive stance on military operation, first caught Trump's attention during a meeting in Iraq in 2018. The decision is a part of a broader effort to restructure the Pentagon, removing 5,000 plus officials perceived as proponents of work policies. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has also announced the dismissal of Admiral Lisa Franchitti, the first woman to lead the Navy, and the Colonel James Slife, Vice Chief of the Air Force. Additionally, top legal advisors for the Army, Navy, and Air Force have been replaced, signaling a deep transformation within the Department of Defense. Arab leader convene in Riyadh to address Gaza reconstruction. Arab leaders have gathered in Riyadh to counter President Trump's recent proposal for United States to assume control over the Gaza Strip. The summit, attended by Gulf Arab countries, Egypt, and Jordan, focused on a unified strategy to post war reconstruction. Discussion centered on an Egyptian led plan proposed a phased restructuring effort spanning 3 to 5 years with priorities on early recovery, infrastructure rebuilding, and establishing a political framework for a two-state solution. The major challenge remains securing adequate financing for the reconstruction. The outcome of this high stake meeting will be presented at an emergency Arab League summit in Egypt on March 4th. The response from the Washington and Tel Aviv remains to be seen. Germany elects a new chancellor aimed political shift. Germany is all set to have a new chancellor, likely Friedrich Merz, following a historical voter turnover that handed victory to the center-right Christian Democrats and their sister party, the Christian Social Union. The election, called ahead of schedule after the collapse of the previous coalition government, reflects growing public dissatisfaction with the past leadership decision, including reliance on Russian gas and 2015 refugee crisis. Merz, a businessman with conservative policies on migration and the economy, faced skepticism even amongst the supporters. However, if he quickly forms a government, he could emerge as a key leader in the Europe, especially as the continent grapples with tension in the transatlantic relations with Donald Trump. Meanwhile, the election was influenced by the Trump stance on NATO and the European security. Vice President J.D. Vance's controversial speech at the Munich Security Conference, criticizing Europe's exclusion of extreme parties, heightened fear over U.S. commitment to NATO. Merz has already signaled that urgency of strengthening European defense, raising concerns about the future of NATO ahead of the upcoming summit in June. Preparations are underway for Trump's Putin summit. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rabakov has confirmed that preparations are in progress for a high-profile meeting between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The potential summit signal a shift towards normalizing relations between the Washington and Moscow and ongoing global tensions. The agenda is expected to cover a wide range of global issues, with particular emphasis on the war in Ukraine, US and Russia envoys are all set to meet in the coming weeks to finalize the groundwork for senior level discussion. However, concerns have emerged as Ukraine officials were absent from an initial high level meeting in Saudi Arabia, promoting strong reactions from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and the European alliance. That's a wrap up tonight's top geopolitical updates. The world is shifting and the stakes are higher than ever. What are your thoughts on these pressing issues? Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and stay informed with the global affairs tonight. Until next time, stay engaged and stay awake. Good night and goodbye. I was Mr. Bravo, signing off.